So, sa mga married, babalik po ba kayo mag-solo? Sana hindi naman, no? Kung happily married kayo. Pag-isipan niyo po paano kayo maging hats. Para po sa susunod, married na po tayo kay solo. At wala pong iba, okay? After this, you'll have supporting hands in the classroom through different learning approaches, hands in practice, workplace application plan, facing the forces, at pag natapos niyo po ang session 7, home sweet home na tayong lahat, after knowing professional learning community and schools. Again, session 2A. Ma'am, bakit session 2A? This is session 2, but session 2 will be divided in 3 different sessions. We have 2A, 2B, and 2C. Kaya hanggang alas 4:30 po ng hapon, mukha ko lang po ang makikita ko. Because I was already, what will happen to blooms if there is already solo? Okay? Later on, we will know about it. Now, at the end of the session, specifically, what we are going to do, ma'am, pakibasa ko na objective.
Discuss what multitasking is and its effect.
Salamat po. Imagine, multitasking has something to do on how we are going to develop being HOTS teachers. Okay. For number 2 objective, sir.
Differentiate higher order from lower order thinking skills.
Thank you. Again, hindi lang pala, we will not only be talking about HOTS, we will also be talking about lower thinking order skills. In other words, as teachers, we should not be only targeting HOTS. At kung may last, what teachers should do in order to ensure that, excuse me, I am already very well versed on last. Now I am working towards HOTS. Well, objective number 3, madam.
State the importance of HOTS to learners.
Thank you very much. Later, you're going to look into state, or you are going to tell the importance of HOTS to learners. Then, for our strands, similarly with all of the sessions that we have, all our sessions are anchored on different professional standards. Like in the Matatag curriculum, all our sessions are anchored on different professional standards. In this case, PPST for teachers, you are expected to have the necessary strategies to develop critical and creative thinking as well as other order thinking skills. In other words, if you haven't fully grasped how are you going to become a teacher with higher order thinking skills, this is the time to know. Bakit nga ba lats pa rin ako? Why is it very difficult for me to develop HOTS for myself? And if you think that, excuse me, ma'am, wala pa po talaga akong HOTS eh. So what else are we expecting from our learners? Next, para po sa lahat ng school heads. Do we have school heads here? May mga school heads po ba? Teachers in charge? Head teachers? So again, our role after knowing solo and HOTS in the classroom, you are going to make a reflection of the teaching performance feedback. For our school heads, we are going to look into what can I do in case I have feedbacks received from my fellow teachers about their teaching performance affecting the performance of our learners. And the third, for us supervisors, our role is to provide support for instructional leadership based on the feedbacks gathered by the respective school heads. And our role is to provide quality technical assistance to improve teaching performance. For if the school heads able to address the feedbacks in terms of teaching performance, therefore, we can already say that the teachers can perform well by providing strategies that will make our learners, indeed learners, with higher order thinking skills. The presentation I am going to have for this morning will be knowing what multitasking is and its effects, the meaning of HOTS, the difference between LOTS and HOTS, and the importance of HOTS to learners. So we only have 4 until 12 noon. Okay. This is our first activity. Have you known please, lahat ng title ng activity ni Ma'am, Tagalog. Kanina Tagalog din, di ba? Salon Diwa. Para hindi naman niyo makalimutan, excuse me, I am a Filipino. Remember, our vision is always to ensure that we really have to develop our local and national identity. Okay? Everybody, get your phones, connect to Nagpiprint pa rin po ba kayo? Hindi ba po ba kayo sinasabi ng asawa ninyo, print sa school, print sa bahay? Diba? Tapos sasabihin ko sa asawa nyo, ulang ang paper ko, sir, printing while encoding, printing. Given the situation, is the effect of multitasking good or not?
Not.
Oh, sino may sabing good? Madam, sabi mo good. Why?
Sometimes it's good because you are able to maximize your time.
Sometimes it's good because you were able to maximize your time. Sometimes it's good because you know tomorrow when your school head asks for you the report that you are supposed to submit while cooking, you are doing the report being asked of you to do. So tomorrow, malapad ang meeting ng school head mo. Kasi nagawa mo ang inuutos niya sa'yo kahit nasa bahay ka, nagluluto, naglalaba. Kaya sabi ni Madam, good. Walang maririnig kay Master Teacher, walang maririnig kay school head. Okay. Sino na po? Si Ma'am? Si Ma'am kung nandito kanina, kita-kita ko talaga pagbuka ng bibig niya. Not.
Multitasking, but the result is not good.
That's true. Sunog na yung niluto kasi nakafocus sa isa.
Yes,
Your result.
You will give proper attention to the same task.
Yung mga lalaki
Thank you
hindi
very much,
mayin.
ma'am. Yes, it may be good, but the question is, what kind of quality have I produced in all of the things I am doing all at the same
Exactly.
time? I may be able to comply with everything that is being asked of me to do or to finish on time. But the next question is, kumusta naman? Hindi ka rin ba?
Yes.
O ginawa ko lang yun for compliance, primarily because I have no choice but to comply. I have no choice but not to receive a subordination letter from my school head. Possible yun, di ba? Sige, tingnan ulit natin yung susunod na tanong. In accomplishing one's work, sariling trabaho, good or not, maybe good at somehow, maybe not because there may be no quality, only compliance. Ano ba sinasabi? Is it good to your brain? Kumusta naman po kayo pagkatapos yung mag-print at magluto? Kumusta po kayo habang kumakain? Nakakalunok? Nakakakuyang pa ng ayos? Yung pagkakasubo mo, tatayo ka kasi ng paper jam? Tapos sa tagal ng paper jam, nakalimutan mo na ligpit yung pinagkainan ng asawa mo, hindi ka pa tapos kumain, nakakadalawang subo ka pa. Ano mangyayari sa mind mo? Maiinis ka ba? Naiinis tayo, di ba? Primarily, because imagine mo, nakakadalawang subo ka lang, hindi ka na pinakain ng asawa mo, kasi nagtukod ka na, nagre-repair ka ng printer mo. Kailangan ikaw na ang gumawa ng printer, primarily because pinakain mo ba yung isip mo? Masaya ka pa ba? Gusto ba yung isip mo? Wala na. Sabi ni Matatag, the brain, ano sabi ni Matatag? The brain is the one that tells what the nervous system should really perform. For the brain is the central of the nervous system. Therefore, pag sinabi natin affected na ang brain natin due to multitasking, then definitely there is something to do with our nervous system. Pag hindi mo natapos, ako masakit ang ulo mo, napuyat ka, nag-prank, bukas. Kumusta naman ang baby natin? High blood o hindi? Sabi nyo, somewhat good, somewhat not. Okay, next, alamin po natin, ano ba sinasabi? Do you think our learners also practice multitasking the way you are doing? Yes. What are the things that you usually ask your learners to do in school?
For me, it's multitasking kasi student memorizes a particular line, tapos i-act niya, tapos iisipin niya pa yung costume na gagawin, the production, tapos editing, critiquing everything, tapos pag siya kay director. So, for me, that serves as a multitasking activity for
It's not multitasking.
in one activity.
Because multitasking.
Imagine performing a chamber theater, then it was the director who really prepared the script also at most of the time. Because the director is the one who is best in the class. The director is preparing the script. The director is telling what costumes to wear. The director is telling facing of what they're going to role play. Diba? Tapos siya pa rin yung kailangan mag-perform. Kasi pag wala siyang performance, wala siyang grade. Kasi walang grade yung pagiging director. Kasi hindi ka nag-perform. Tama ba? O, yung Chris teacher, ginagawa niyo yan. Diba? O, anong role mo doon? Hindi ka naman naging character na. Ano ka, mama kung director, ba't hindi kita nakita, wala ka natulong. Diba? Kailangan mag-perform din siya. So, dahil nag-perform siya, minsan, siya nakakalimutan
Hindi.
kanyang lines.
Ako hindi.
Di ba? Kasi ikaw habang
Tatanong ko,
habang yung
anong
bata
part mo?
ay nag-re-recite ng kanyang life, iniisip na niya,
Kasi-
niya sa wala kayong mata kasi siya nasusunod sa eksena. Sinasabihan yung mga
Do-
co-members nila,
do one thing
tama
at a
na
time.
nangyari in English
Diba, ganun?
classes? Yes. But after the presentation, kumusta po ang mga bata natin in doing the multitasking?
Wala.
Kung ang teacher ay drained, the more our students are drained. Diba? Kasi tayo, pwede tayo magdahilan sa school head. Sira pa yung printer, walang paper, walang taas. The more, it will be difficult for our learners. Hindi lang talaga sila makapalag because they are after of their grades, because they are after of their performance. This morning, we're going to look at what do we mean really by multitasking. How are you at multitasking? Are we becoming better teachers? Are our learners performing better than before when we are providing them multitask activities? So, sabi nila, many believe that they can do 2 or more tasks equally effectively at the same time. But according to research, this is not the case. Because according to the research, evidence is compelling that the brain can only direct attention on one activity, one issue, one task at a same time. The long-term effect of trying to multitask changes the brain, but not in a positive way. Sino po dito ang bata pa lang malilimutin na? Noong unang panahon, sino ang malilimutin?
Matanda.
Natatandaan po ba ninyo ang ating mga matatanda noong una? Natatandaan po ba ninyo ang ating mga senior teachers na ngayon ay buhay pa at the age of 80, at the age of 70? Hindi po ba, pag tinanong niyo sila, pumunta kayo sa kanila, kilala ka pa rin nila kahit grade 1 student ka nila? Tama ba rin? Masalubungin niyo ba? Kumusta na po kayo? Tapos makikilala ka niya, kahit siya 70 years old na, kahit dumalaw ka sa kanya, 8 years old na, kilala ka pa kung sino ka? Why? Maybe because, long time ago, their brains were not really get tired of doing multitasking. Because what they usually do is just to simply teach and remember all of you, all each one of you during classes. Diba?
Yan
Minsan
sabi
yung
ko,
mga lola,
may complicated.
mga positive effect. But do you know that as we grow, it changes the brain without us knowing that our brain changes not in a positive way. What is said more is that when faced with undertaking more than one attention-demanding activity at the same time, the brain has to switch between tasks and cannot do them together well. Yun yung sinasabi ni Ma'am kanina. Di ba, Ma'am? Yun yung sinasabi ni Ma'am kanina. Pwedeng nagawa mo nga lahat. Kumusta naman yung quality, sabi ni Ma'am. Yes po. Anything, Ma'am, you would like to add?
Medyo na-confuse lang po ako kasi one of the 5 macro skills in English is viewing.
Yes, Ma'am.
And viewing, as I know, is multitasking for
Yes.
students because they are watching at the same time they are listening.
Yes.
So, in our solo now, parang effective pa ba siya? Pwede pa rin ba siya?
Yes.
Kasi multitasking.
Yes. Okay, kami po ha. Okay. Sabi natin kanina, okay, let me reiterate, baka po nakalimutan lang ng mga trainers ninyo sa matatag, let me reiterate that we only still have only 4 macro skills. It never changes through time. Nananatili na ang ating macro skills sa English is listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Viewing and presenting are support towards the mastery of the 4 macro skills. Okay. Tanong ni Ma'am. Ma'am, kanina sabi niyo, ano ang ginagawa ninyo? Doon nakasulat kanina, you are listening while encoding. You are printing while you are reading while listening. The next question is, sabi dito, the brain has to switch between tasks and cannot do them together well. Hindi po sinabi na bawal gawin. Ang sinasabi po sa atin, the effect of asking our learners to continuously doing all things in ninyo? Ang sinasabi, the mere fact that we are all asked to do different things at the same time makes a negative effect towards our brain. Hindi nakaka-apekto, definitely. Pero yung output, nababago. Yung output, hindi natin minsan nami-meet kung ano yung desired output needed. We may have complied with all, but the compliance may not definitely mean that everything we do is of quality. Kaya mapapansin po ninyo, doon po sa ating competencies, when we say no details, dapat po yung bata, while listening, you do not ask them to write pala. Sabi ni John Briggs, let them listen first, and after listening, let them write and do note-taking. Mali pala yung nasabihan natin, di ba? When we were studying, ano sabi natin? While listening, prepare your notebook, prepare your pen. Take down notes when you are listening.
Oo nga.
Kaya palang bata, pagdating ng high school, ayaw na mag-take note. Pag-listen, pag-sulat-sulat. Next, nagsusulat, pero hindi naiintindihan yung sinasabi. You see? Because we're asking
Kahit
them to
ako
write
lang.
one thing while listening. So, paano pala yung pwede? Pag note details, note important details of the story you read. Ano gagawin mo? Mapagbasa muna. Pag nagbasa, saka may pasulat mo ng matandaan nila. Huwag ko palang pasulatin sila habang nakikinig. Kasi hindi nila masusulat lahat. Kasi ang tendency, yung mind nila nasaan? Nasa isusulat. Kaya kung ano lang ang narinig niya, habang hindi siya nagsusulat, yun lang ang nasusulat niya. Pag nagsulat na siya, hindi nila naririnig yung binabasa mo. Because the mind is already concentrating only on one particular task. Akala lang natin, kaya ng bata na nakikinig at nakakapagsulat. Pero tingin nyo, ang naisulat niya, yun lang ang narinig niya. Yung ibang bahagi, hindi na niya narinig. Because during the time the student is writing, she is no longer listening. Naintindihan ko. Even teachers, when you attend meetings, ito, kapag kayo nagsiseminar, lahat ba na sinasabi ko sinusulat ninyo? Hindi. Pag kayo nagsulat, definitely hindi nyo narinig yung sinabi ko. Tama? Narinig nyo? Send. Meron lang kayong hearing. Diba? Remember the difference
Parang
between
ganito
hearing
ba?
and listening. Yes,
Facebook.
you are writing what I am telling about.
Saan ba sa
You
apat?
are writing
Pag open mo nito,
if it is important
yan ang focus
to
mo.
you. But the mere from what you are writing,
Nakalimutan mo
you
yun
are
ba?
just simply hearing without comprehending anymore. What am I telling? You can hear, but definitely you do not listen because you do not have comprehension anymore. You only recognize the sounds, but you do not recognize the meaning at once. Because our task during that time is switching from listening to writing. Pag tapos mong sulat, naririnig mo na ulit, naiintindihan mo na ulit ang sinasabi ko. So, ganun po yung ginagawa ng brain. Therefore, according to John Briggs in his research, our brain cannot do them together well. What else is said? When participants multitask in class or workshops like this, what is said is not heard, and information in slides is not processed. Kasi, ang gagawin mo, magpipicture ka na lang ng slides tulad ng ginagawa mo ngayon. Kasi, hindi nyo na ma-absorb.
Totoo po.
Bakit kayo nagpipicture? Kasi hindi nyo na ma-absorb na kasunod sa slide. Pipicture nyo, tapos mamaya, pag wala na masyadong ginagawa, sa kanya babalikan. Kasi sa education, mamaya hapon, bakasulat nyo, what important thing have you learned for the day? Babalikan nyo yung camera at ikinanit ko kung anong pinicture ninyo. At kung yung slide na nakita, nyo lang ang susunod sa evaluation. Tama, mali? Kasi na nag-grasp ng mind ko, hindi ko tatandaan, pipicturean lang. True or not? Okay. Next, ano ba sinasabi? In workshops like this, you need to decide where you want your focus to be. If it is not on the top, then pay attention. Do not interrupt your colleagues' thinking. Do not check emails. Huwag mo siya chismisan. Kasi, ang ating brains, hindi pare-parehas. Huwag niyo siyang guluhin kung gusto niyang mag-pay ng attention. Diba? Decide where you want your focus to be. Kay gwapo, kay pangit, kay ano pa naman yung katabi mo, may naalaala ka bigla sa sinasabi ko, huwag mo lang i-chismit yung school head mo. Ano ba yung school namin? Ganyan ba yung siya? Sabi mo ngayon.
Way back-
Tapos sasabihin mo, "Alam
way
mo,
back, ma'am,
ma'am,
19-
naalala mo
1996.
yung chamber ba ako? Ano
Ito
ba
yun.
nangyari sa mga bata? Ang dami ko
1996
sasabihin, wala
pa na
ka natatandaan.
kuwan.
Kasi, nag-decide na ang
First
focus mo,
teaching
pagkwento ng
experience ko, ito na.
Experience mo.
Pag listening lang.
See? If it is on the talk, then pay attention. Do not interrupt. Kung gusto mo mag-chismis-chismis sa mga sarili mo, kayo, ano? Hala ka, kung tingnan niya sa'yo kung anong iniisip mo kasi kinakausap mo na rin yung sarili mo. Next, what else is being said? Educators like us need to be on top of our game. Remember, what our learners who learn will depend upon what we can share to them. Therefore, as educators, we must always be on top of our game. Dati sabi natin, we must to be 1-2 steps ahead. Ngayon ba, sapat na yung 2 steps ahead? Hindi na. 1 library ahead. Sabi ni Sir Fernie dito. 1 library ahead. Especially if you're an English teacher. Who are grade 7 teachers here? Taas mo kami lahat ng grade 7 teachers. Who will be implementing the Matatag curriculum? Na-imagine mo ninyo, suggested readings, how many poetries are you going to read? How many prose? Based on the suggested readings. Ano ma'am? O, 37 yung prose. 37 yung prose na babasahin mo. Dapat bago mo ituro, nabasa mo ng lahat yun. At hindi basta-basa. Alam mo lahat ng elements.
Oh.
Tama po ba? Hindi lang po prose. Ang poetries pa. Nagpapa-analyze ka. Character versus character. Character versus characterization. Character versus society.
Meteor.
You do not only read, but you
Character
yourself
versus
have to do
meteor.
literary analysis. Because you will never tell, you can never tell your students whether they did a very good literary analysis if you yourself did the literary analysis. Paano mo sasabihin tama yun? Paano mo sasabihin that's the communication? How will you know that the event presented by the students in your class are definitely the denouement of the complication presented in the stories? How will you know na etong bahagi na ito ay nagsasabi na ang may complication dito sa kwento? Hindi mo nga nabasa. Ang ginawa mo lang, sinerge mo yung synopsis. Kasi na-analyze ka ng ibang mga teacher tapos pinost sa Facebook tapos doon ka na lang magbasa ng prologue tsaka epilogue. Di ba? Pero pag teacher ka, mag-a-analyze ka, hindi mo lang dapat alam yung kwento. Aalamin mo lahat. Is it clear? So if we are expected, English teachers are expected to be on top of our game. Ngayon, pwede ba po ba ninyo sabihin? Cooking while reading The Wedding Dance by Amador T. Daguin. Di ba? Pwede ba sabihin? Doing laundry while reading Dead Stars by Maria Paz Benitez. Mahaba. Nalaman ko na lahat ng mga kordina at saka bedsheet. Di ba matapos na sa akin Dead Stars? Basa ka lang yun, di ka pa nag-analyze. Di ba? Kung bukas ang kwento mo character versus society. Ay di kukumpir mo ba yung society na meron event per event? Tama? Sa palagay mo, ipiprint mo ba? Mag-print ka ba ng worksheet? Kasi papagawin mo sila ng story plot. Papagawin mo sila ng story grammar. Tutulog ka ba? Therefore, as teachers, ano ang sinasabi? Can we consider the effect of multitasking a contributory factor in the development of one's thinking skills? Yes or no? Yes. Therefore, if teachers are preoccupied on many things, indeed, we cannot really pay much attention or effective attention to everything that we do. That if we are too preoccupied, parang makasabi mo lang, ito yung gagawin mo, buong araw na natapos, hindi mo pala nagawa. Di ba natin na po ba sa punto rin yun ay bubuksan mo yung messenger kasi may chat-chat ka, tapos kung bubuksan yung messenger sa haba na sigaw, nakalimutan mo na kung sino yung chat-chat mo.
Yes.
Nangyayari mo ba yan sa inyo? Tapos wala kong patagal yung signal, hahanapin mo ba kung ano, sa dami ng GC mo, di mo na malaman kung saan GC mo hahanapin yun. Di ba? Tapos, ano ba to? Ang dami mo ng GC. Tapos, kung makita mo ng GC, nawala na mo, bakit na hinanap mo yung GC na to? Parang kailangan mo dito. Relate. Kasi ako, kagabi lang ko yung nangyari. Kasi sabi ng mga kasamahan ko, ma'am, nalalaman talaga kaming files ng HATS PLPs. Parang iniisip ko, wala kaming files? Ano i-discuss natin bukas? Diba? So ako naman, ang bagal ng signal, diba? May time mabagal sa mga business. Ang tagal, sabi na, pakisend na lang ko yung mga files na di-discuss namin. Sige, ako naman hanap. Sa dami kong GC, di ba? Kasi ako lang ko inisip, nasaan yung materials na ginamit ko sa NTOT? Alam niyo ba yung HATS, ng National Training of Trainers, July last year. Doon po ako nag-birthday sa Cebu. Maghapon po ako nag-discuss ng HATS sa NTOT. Bago po nag-NTOT, meron po kaming training for the development of core trainers. June po yung skills. If we cannot anymore develop higher order thinking skills, the more our students are. If we are English teachers, then definitely our concentration is only in English, right? Imagine mo, our students are concentrating in 8 different learning areas, and English is only one. Imagine mo, if out of the 8 learning areas, 4 of those learning areas are requiring them to portray a role playing. Ilang linya ang i-memorize nila. Sa Pilipino may drama, sa English may drama, sa Mapay may drama, sa APT may drama. Ilang drama? Mas marami ba drama nila kaysa sa inyo? Ang drama mo English lang. Ang drama nila mas marami kaysa sa inyo. Tapos bibigyan mo na mababang grade kasi hindi sila fluent sa pag-recite ng dialogues nila. Galing ka kasi hindi nag-practice. Have you thought of that, English teachers?
Ay, ako. Pag nag-perform
Kaya,
bata,
huwag na kayong magtaka pag pinabasa niyo yung bata.
ang grade talaga.
Yes, ang galing magbasa. How
Paano na
about
eh? Paano yung
comprehension?
kaya eh?
Hindi naman kaya ng brain yung comprehension.
boosting
Kaya
yung
magbasa
cellphone
ang
eh.
galing. Ito yung lagi kong sinasabi. Not all who are good at speaking really comprehend what they are saying. Ako nga, sigaw ko yung
Mag-difference sa grade ang bata.
Hindi ako tama ko yung sinasabi ko. May time kaya ako na ganun. Ulitin nga, masabi ko rin. Namu yung ating mga bata. Kaya nga, importante, what is being emphasized in the implementation of the Madadag curriculum must always have integration and collaboration. That's why, hindi Madadag, there is collaborative expertise. That our teachers should talk to one another. If you are teachers of this class, all of you are the 8 teachers of this class, talk about the activities that you're going to do. Naintindihan mo ba?
Oo.
Kung ang lesson mo is sequencing of events, ay makapag-ugnayan ka doon sa ibang subject
May seminar na naman natin ng sa Baguio noon.
Or else,
Whole school approach.
our students
Whole school approach
definitely
program.
have difficulty in developing their own thinking
Matagal na
skills.
yan.
Kaya kahit na anong effort natin, kahit na anong gawin natin just to develop higher order thinking skills, ang hirap. Ang hirap mag-develop sa bata. Tayo nga hirap sa English. Yung bata pa kaya, ikaw nga hindi mo natapos basahin yung Dead Stars ni Maria Paz Benitez, tapos bukas ka rin ka kasi hindi siya nagbasa ng assignment kasi hindi ka binasa yung Dead Star. Ikaw ba nabasa mo bago ka natulog? Eh sa Pilipino, binabasa rin sila ng kwento No Limit ang Hearing. Tapos no Dead Stars, pusa naman sila. Tapos yung PE teacher, kung ma-perform ng sayaw.
Oh yan, isa pa yan.
Diba? Ito mo sa
Festival dance.
Isang performance na lang kayo, English, Filipino, at saka MAPE.
Isa pa yan mga pina yan.
Di ba? Patrabahin mo sila doon sa MAPE. Yun na yung performance nila sa MAPE. Sa PE. Tapos i-integrate mo yung mga events ni Filipino at saka ni ano, ni ganito. Kasi ang graded lang naman natin how they perform eh. Not actually what have they memorized. We were taught as English majors, we were taught to memorize who are the characters, protagonists, antagonists. Di ba? We were taught by that. We were taught that when we do literary analysis, dapat memorize the title, memorize the author. Kung nakalimutan mo sa author, unang tanong, who is the author of the story nito? Ano naman ang measure mo competency doon?
Ano kaya ang
Kung naisulat ng bata,
ano kaya itsura ng mister nito?
Simple record. But what is important when you teach English?
Ano kaya ang itsura ng mister
you have
nito?
to teach them how to
Siguro ang mister
comprehend.
nito tahimik.
Alam na kayo author, memorize, alam na kayo title, alam na ba yung naging kwento? Kaya ba nila magbigay ng ano, susunod na event? Kaya ba nila magbigay ng panibagong katapusan o wakas ng isang kwento? Baka hindi. Because we were trained as English teachers. When we were studying, we were trained the same. Kaya pagdating natin sa field, ganun din ang ginawa kasi doon tayo natuto. But again, we go back to the context. Our context when we were students is no longer the same context our students have at present. Noon wala tayong kaagaw, kundi mga utos na nanay natin, di ba? Ngayon marami. Tulog ka na, ang mga estudyante, mulat pa. Kaya bukas, pag mulan ka na, sila ang matutulog. Kaya mga bata natin, paantok-antok sa room. Tama? Therefore, if that is the kind of scenario we have in our own respective classrooms, then, huwag na po tayo magtaka kung bakit gano'n yung thinking skills. Ngayon, when will I say that indeed, I was able to teach skills with higher order thinking? When will I say that I have students with higher order thinking and lower order thinking skills? Tingnan po natin ang pagkakaiba. Again, when we say higher order thinking, this involves doing more than simply recalling facts and repeating back exactly what has been learned. Diba? Long time ago, sabi natin, there is higher order thinking when the students are able to say, sino ba napakasawa ni Awiyaw sa wedding dance? How many generations ba talaga yung kay Nick Joaquin? 3 generations. At ano ang pagkakaiba ng 3 generations ayon sa sinulat ni Nick Joaquin? Diba? Kapag dati ko lang bata, may pa-recitation ka pa. Diba? You ask them to recite. Pag nag-fail yung memory ng bata, o bababa na sa recitation. Kasi ang pagputos mo ng recitation depende sa dami ng sagot nila. The more answers, the higher the recitation. Only one answer, the lower the recitation. Pero hindi pala dapat ganun. Okay? Ano ba sinasabi natin? Higher ordering requires the brain to do something, to think, building on what the learner has already acquired. Higher ordering is developed when our brain works. What kind of work our brain did is to build on what the learner has already acquired. Balikan natin 21st century skills from K to 12 to matatag. Ano nga ang skill na sinasabing has already acquired? We can only say that our learners and teachers have this literacy if we were able to measure what has been acquired. Anong 21st century skill yan? We have literacy. Specifically, what literacy? That is visual literacy. Visual literacy is defined as a literacy where information has been acquired by the person or the student. If students are we referring to. There is learning if there is something acquired. There is no learning if nothing is acquired. And when are we going to say that there is something acquired? Hindi lamang nakafocus kay recalling facts and repeating back, but comprehending the information that they have acquired. What else is being said? Tingnan daw natin. Ano nga ba si LADS? Naririnig ba natin si LADS? Yes. Sino ang masikat? Si LADS or si HATS? Oh. Sikat na sikat si HATS. Ang tanong, kumusta naman si LADS? Nakalimutan na. Sabi, students are in the lower order thinking skills if what they are doing is only a routine application of previously acquired learned information such as the following. Or, if teachers are simply asking our students to do the following activities, then we are not developing higher order thinking skills. But we are only developing lower order thinking skills. When we ask them to write down the different characters of the story, while we are asking them to write the plot of the story from the title to the end of the story, when we ask our students to recall where is the setting of the story, when we ask our learners to answer the questions, comprehensive questions we prepared for the literature that we ask them to study. If all of those are the things that we are doing every day in our English class, we are not developing higher order thinking, only lower order thinking skills.
Pero kailangan yan.
Reflect for yourselves. Are these things the ones I am doing every time I had my English class? Are these things the only things I am asking my students to do in my English class? If you says yes, then you already have your students acquired lower order thinking skills. Bakit ibig sabihin, hindi na namin yan ipapagawa? No, ipagawa mo yan. You can never achieve HATS unless they master LATS. Remember, we cannot develop higher order thinking skills if our students were not able to master listening, following, recalling, and answering familiar or practice questions. Malinaw po. Kaya huwag babaliwalain sila. Huwag ka muna mag-develop ng HATS kung sa palagay mo may problema pa sila sa listening, following, recalling, and answering practice questions. You do not jump to the next level unless they master this. If they haven't mastered this, then huwag ka na umasa na may HATS ka na kaagad. Okay? What is said about HATS, kanina LATS, nasa HATS na ang mga ginagawa ko para sa mga bata if you were able to have the following activities in your own respective classes. When our students able to relate separate bits of information. When we already ask our students, when we teach them grammar, if our students know already what are ideas that are synonymous and what are the ideas that are not synonymous. What are the ideas that can be used with the conjunction and what are the ideas that can be used using but? Kasi they are two different things. Kasi pag ginamit natin yung and sa pag-build ng two ideas, what kind of ideas are we putting together? And that's the same idea. Pag sinabi mo naman pag pinagamit ng bata ng but, they are contrast. The ideas contrary to one another. Kaya na ba ng bata yon? Kung kaya na ng bata yon, HATS. Pag ang bata yun, gamit ng and kahit ang idea niya magkakaiba na, hindi siya HATS. Kaya niya nga mag-connect, kaya niya nga mag-form, mag-construct ng complex sentences. Yes, structurally yes. But the comprehension on what is a complex sentence, if we will be asking our students to use proper conjunctions, baka hindi pa kaya mag-separate ng piece of information, then LATS pa siya, kahit akala mo, HATS ka na kasi nakagawa na siya ng complex sentence. What else? Can our students already address problems or questions not encountered previously? Can they think critically and carefully about issues? Can they do comparison and contrast in different views? Pwede na ba silang magbigay ng different or alternative perspective kung ikaw si Juan, gagawin mo rin ba ang ginawa niya? Diba? Organize your own thinking. When you ask our students to read a particular literature, do you ask your students to tell in their own words? How do they comprehend the literature that you ask them to read? If they cannot express it using their own thinking, may problema tayo sa organization. Kung ang sasabihin ng mga bata, when you ask them to relate, tell again, retell, same sentence, na nakasulat sa text, you do not have yet organization using their own thinking. There is only organization in their own thinking if they were able to express the same idea of the literature doon po sa kung paano, naiiba siya sa kung paano ito isulat eksakto doon sa teksto na pinabasa. Pero pag pinag-recite ng bata, okay, ano ang natutunan? What is the moral of the story? Babasahin ng bata yung simula ng story o kaya yung dulo ng kwento. Masabi lang na may sagot. Pag ganon, hindi pa siya HATS, hindi pa siya LATS. Dapat expressed in their own words. Make informed generalizations. Yung bang alam mo ang generalization, hindi kinuha sa dulo ng kwento, sa dulo ng tula? Hindi nila binasa o kinopya. Okay, your assignment is to write the generalization of the informational text that we read. Bukas, hindi nila kinopya yung last sentences doon sa text na binabasa mo. But rather, they were able to create new sentences, expressing new ideas based on reflections, based on the theme of the literature that you ask them to read. If that's the case, then we are already unti-unti developing higher order thinking skills. What is said about lower and higher order thinking skills, sinabi po yung pagkakaiba, hindi po lahat ang sinabi ko. Ay, mali. Sobra na ako. Yan. What is LATS? What is HATS? Ang layo, di ba po? Ang lalim ng HATS. Malalim din yung LATS, pero dapat mas malalim ang pagkaunawa ng bata para masabi natin that they have already developed higher order thinking skills. What else is important about HATS and DATS? For us teachers, remember, higher order thinking activities are needed for all learners whatever level they are studying. Because HATS is about learners doing their own thinking. HATS is about letting our students use their reasoning towards the development of comprehension. Ano ba po sinasabi sa ating mga guro? Please be reminded. However, the differences in the learner's background can mean higher order thinking by one person, maybe lower order thinking by another person. Therefore, ano sinasabi natin? Let them share their experiences based on their context. Because the context of the people living in Nara is definitely a different context for those learners who are in Balabang or in Batarasa or in Rizal or in Quezon. The learners in Puerto Princesa City Division is definitely far from the kind of learners we have in the schools division of Palawan. Because we have different contexts. Therefore, if they have different answers, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na siya may higher order na, siya lower pa. Sa kanya, ito na ang higher. Pero sa kanya, yun na ang higher. Pwede kasi yung lower sa kanya, higher na dito sa isa. Bakit? Kasi yun ang context niya. As teachers, be reminded that there is no specific standardized order thinking skills. Naintindihan? Again, ang sinusukat natin kay thinking skills, kung paano nag-express ng bata ng kanyang level of reasoning. And their level of reasoning is always dependent on their differences, their experiences in their own respective context. Kaya ano ang sinasabi dito? Be reminded, higher order expectation need to be directed at grade appropriate tasks and build on what the learner already knows at a lower order. Ano yung alam niya? Ano yung karanasan niya? Tama? Siyempre kung hindi pa niya naranasan, hindi pa niya natutunan, hindi niya pa yun alam. So huwag kang umasa na meron ka agad siya, has. Maaaring sa'yo, low yun, pero sa kanya, yun na ang best na sagot niya. Therefore, if we wanted to develop higher order thinking skills, let them discover other context. Huwag mo naman din siya mahayaan na doon lang siya namumuhay sa context na meron ng paaralan ninyo. Why? Because not at all times they will be staying in your own respective schools. Most often sila, after junior high school, di pa. Because you do not have senior high school in your own respective schools. Ang tendency lilipat sa bayan kasi doon may senior high school. Pagdating doon, hindi mo pinaunawa sa kanya ano ang konteksto na meron sa bayan. Ang alam nila ang konteksto na meron doon sa iyong pamayanan. So pagdating niya doon, akala niya, higher order ganito na. Pero pagdating niya sa bayan, excuse me, lower order pa rin pala ako. Ako na yung with high honors doon sa school namin, pero pagdating niya dito sa bayan, bakit with honors, hindi ko makakaya. Dahil doon, hindi natin na ipakilala ang ibang konteksto. You did not let our learners be aware. Awareness of the environment. Diba? Lalo tayo, junior high school, dapat magaling na tayo, unti-unti na natin dinidevelop sa life and career skills. Because after grade 8, we do not know whether they will be pursuing senior high school. For our senior high school, we are not even sure that they will be pursuing to tertiary education. And we have to build the life and career skills. Saan mo? Pagdating sa buhay, ang usapan lang pagalingan ng diskarte, tama? Tama po ba? Ngayon, hindi ba tayo kung cum laude ka o mataas ang board rating mo para ma-in ka kay Department of Education?
May grade 1 lang, million na.
Kasi pag nag-apply ka, back to zero kayo lahat. Naintindihan po ba? Lagi ko sinasabi, what makes an effective teacher is not the academic accomplishment that we have. What makes a teacher indeed effective is the ability of the teacher to transfer knowledge. Naintindihan? Even if you are the brightest in your class when you graduated, even if you are the summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and you have this 90 rating in the licensure examination for teachers, if the knowledge that you have is only in you, and you are letting your students meet the standards that you have, you do not deserve to be a teacher. You can only be a teacher if you were able to effectively transfer what you know and appreciate that you have students who can perform better than you when you were also a student. Hence, the measure of becoming a good teacher is a teacher who knows how to share. Not definitely a teacher who knows a lot of things. Malinaw po. Huwag kayong mainggit dun sa mga magagaling na teacher at mga babida-bida.
Tama.
Hayaan nyo silang mainggit pag kayo masaya sa klase niyo. Naintindihan? Huwag kayong mainggit dun sa mga teacher na kaya bumili ng sarili projector. At maraming galamay na pwedeng mahingian ng TV para ang room niya may television. Hindi doon nasusukat yun. Nasusukat yun sa pag-transfer ng knowledge. May projector ka nga, hindi mo naman kaya paliwanag na nagugay sa projector mo. Pinalita-kita mo lang estudyante mo naman ako kung pindot. Pero iba naman sinasabi mo ito sa nakasulat mo. Naiintindihan mo ba rin yun? Ba't kayo tumatawa? May kilala kayo, no? Sila tumatawa talaga. Buti lang may mga tubig ang mga kasarang din, ah.
Marami yan.
Di ba? Nangyayari ba ito sa katotohanan? Yes. Oh, si teacher daw uupo lang sabi dito sa mesa ng group drink. Di ba? Kaya minsan, ano ang board rating mo? Ay naku, walang sabi-sabi. Ako lagi ko pinagmamalaki, my licensure examination for teacher is flat 75.1. Buti ka nga 78, ako nga 75.1 talaga. I took the licensure examination for teacher in 1998. I am not an education graduate, an AB graduate. Pero sabi ko sa sarili ko,
Oras pala kami dito,
hindi
di
ko
ba po?
siguro sukatan yung licensure examination.
Kami mga AB.
Doon ko napatunayan na hindi ko
Mga
pala
AB
kailangan
graduates
ng
pala
board.
kami parehas.
Kasi nakapasa ako ng 1998, pero na-register ako sa PRC 2022 na. Kasi ako natuturo sa tertiary education, hindi naman required yung LET. So, ba't naman ako kukuha ng PRC ID? Sumusweldo naman ako, may teaching load naman ako sa university, kahit na wala akong PRC ID. O, diba? Kaya noong 2022, ako daw titira na sa Coron kasi ang asawa ko nasa Coron na, kailangan ko lang umuwi, diba? Kailangan ko na may PRC kasi dito, baka hindi ako matanggap sa PSU, at least matanggap ako sa DepEd. Sa DepEd, kailangan may license. Napilitan ako magpa-register. Diba? Again, you do not, wala kayong kasiguruhan na pag magaling ang mga speaker ninyo dito sa training, magagaling din silang teacher.
Correct.
Kaya huwag kang isipin, that's Ma'am Heidi.
Hindi ko
Magaling
sure.
magsalita, hindi ko sigurado kung performing ang district na hawak ko. Again, nasan yung success? Nasan yung learning? Nasa individual. Huwag mong tingnan yung performance sa kapitbahay ninyong room. Tingnan ninyo yung performance ninyo. At the end of our journey as professionals, count how many students ang makikilala ka pag nagpunta ka sa NC at nasa lubong ka. Gaano karaming bata ang masasalubong mo sa SM at nagsasabi sa'yo, ma'am, bagay yan sa'yo. Natatanda mo pa ako, ma'am, estudyante ko ba ako sa Nara? Ibig sabihin, hindi ka kinalimutan. Kasi may isang bagay na nagpatanda sa'yo sa kanya. Pag binagsak, sabi ni Madam, hindi ka nakalimutan kasi binagsak ka. What? Hindi mo masabi, malay mo, doon sa pagbabagsak ko sa kanya, doon siya natutong mag-aral at nagpursige. Di ba? Naintindihan po ninyo? See? We have our own way of transferring knowledge and using experiences further to learn. Again, balikan natin si 21st century. At the end of the four domains of the 21st century,
Meron ako natutuwa ako sa panganay ko.
ang importante yung life and
Sila yung
career
biktima ng
What
online.
else is being said?
Tinulugan niya.
Ito, panoodin po natin.
Walang
Paano daw po ba?
grades.
Sabi nila,
Ayun sila.
sa ibang bansa daw, gagaling ng mga bata. Sabi nila,
Third year na siya, ma'am, college.
doon daw, mas magsarap magturo
Magsayo na.
kasi
Ito na ito.
paano kaya ang mga
Tapos,
possibility,
magpare.
paano mag-develop sa mga bata ng higher order thinking skills.
Good teachers have always been engaging children in higher order thinking, in thinking critically about what they're learning, about actually thinking critically about the world, about the media, about texts which are engaging with us.
By providing them with opportunities to create, to design, to build on their own knowledge and think about things a little bit differently. We've got a slide section, we've got a role section, and in the middle, this one would be the role and slide. So we're going to have to sort all these objects into 3 different groups. We're going to have to test them out yourself. How would you find out if the things roll, or slide, or roll and slide? How could we find out, Artemis?
Roll and slide. Kung sinasabi na, roll and slide.
That activity allowed higher order thinking to happen because the children had to classify and sort the different objects and really think about what it was that was making things roll or slide. So when you looked at that, did you think that it would be something that could roll?
Yes, because it has round edges.
Did you think it would slide?
Yeah.
Why did you think that it would slide as well?
Because it has a flat edge on the top.
They weren't just putting things into groups, they had opportunities to test them out, try it out. They were hypothesising as such, I think this will do this, I'm expecting that this will slide and roll, and now I'll test it out and give it a go. You have to try and guess which group do you think is the slide group, which group is the roll group, and which group is the slide and roll. Have you got any ideas?
Yes.
Well, tell me, Amy.
At saka, tatlo lang yung estudyante, ma'am.
This one here is the... Okay, why do you think that? So that last activity was an extension of the higher order thinking that had already occurred because they were no longer having to sort them for themselves. They needed to look and think and justify. We're trying to work out what the last group of children's thinking was and why had they classified things in that way and give explanations. Do you think that might be the slide and roll, Fisher? Do you think that's right? Okay. So, who can put it for that? What do you think, Fisher?
10 minutes now.
So if we're wanting children to actually engage in higher order thinking, we need to actually provide spaces for substantial conversations to occur within our classrooms. Substantial conversations, substantial time to talk about the text that they're engaging in, and substantial discussions about substantial issues that are happening both within our classroom, within our school, within our local community, also global issues. Children are clever. We know that children know what's going on in the world. We know now that children at a much younger age engage with media in ways that we might not have ourselves as young children. And so for those reasons, we want to be able to capitalise on important global substantial issues that are occurring around the world and to provide children with spaces to have opinions, to have perspectives, to actually bring their learnings and their experiences into classroom discussions.
Okay? Did you see the video? Ano po masasabi? Ano masasabi po natin? Ano po yung tinuro ni teacher? Ha? Oh. If that is the way teachers do and develop their lessons in the class, what learning areas are used to develop ideas? Siyempre, the teacher able to differentiate between slide and roll. Did the students able to define slide? Yes. Did the student able to define roll? Yes. So, may language subject ka na doon. What else? Ha? May Venn diagram. Pinakita kung paano nagsiseparate ng ideas. How do ideas being compared and contrast? What are the similarities and what are the differences? Gumamit ba ng bilog si teacher? Drawing ba siya? Hindi. Ano ang ginamit niya?
Wala ko.
Oh. Yung material niya sa papel na hula hoop, yun ang ginamit niya sa pagtuturo ng Venn diagram. Nag-drawing pa ba siya? Hindi na. Yung ginamit niya sa PE, pwede pa lang gamitin doon sa other subject. Ano pa? Kung pinabilang ni teacher kung ilan yung bagay na pinaslide at pinaroll, ano ang integration pa rin doon?
Number.
Out of how many things can roll, how many things can slide, but how many objects can both slide and roll? What makes a teacher difficult is that she makes herself difficult for the learners.
Tama.
Pinapahirapan yung sarili mo. Yung mahirap sa secondary, we are teaching only 1 until 2 content learning areas. Hindi katulad sa elementary, sila sana dapat na nagtuturo. Kasi kaya agad nila makapag-interface ng learning areas because they are one teaching all learning areas. So madali ka makakapag-integrate. Magpapapili muna ako gamit ang hula hoop. Pagkatapos mag-i-English ako, gagamitin ko na yung hula hoop sa Venn diagram. Tapos sa Pilipino, yung konsepto ng English, doon din, gagamitin ko sa konsepto ng Pilipino. Tapos mag-umat na ako, papabilang ko na kung ilan ang differentiate namin. Buong umaga, ilang subject ka na?
8 na.
Diba? Tapos, pwede ka pa magturo ng sequencing. Sa dulo, sabi ni Madam, may values ka pa. Nakailang subject ka? Nakalima ka na. 5 learning areas in one specific activity, yet students able to develop higher order thinking skills. Diba? It was the teacher who processed bakit nasabi ng bata na yung bagay na ito can roll? Bakit nasabi ng bata na ang bagay na ito can slide? Bakit nasabi ng bata na can roll and can slide? Not can roll because it has a shape round. It can slide because the surface is flat. If the object is on your ground, then they can only roll, but they cannot slide. If this is flat or it is rectangular and this is square, syempre hindi gugulong. Siya ay mag-i-slide na kasi may flat surface. Pero kung may bilog, may flat back, they can slide and roll. That is development of higher order thinking skills. Pagdating sa secondary, dapat sana ganun na ka-master ng bata ang pag-differentiate ng ideas. Unfortunately, pagdating sa atin, tayo pa nagpapabasa sa secondary.
Correct.
Tama o mali?
Tama.
Pagdating sa atin, tayo pa ang magtuturo
Pantik-pantik.
kung paano basahin ang bawat salita. Maski ang tunog nga ng iba, candidate for completion, hirap pa siyang magbasa. Yan ang nakakalungkot na bahagi ng ating buhay. Kaya, dapat sana master na si Lats sa elementary. Ang nangyayari, nag-i-start ulit tayo sa Lats. Senior high school na, Lats ka pa. Walang hats. Kaya pagdating ng senior high school, ang bata titigil na. Sa dami ng pinagawa natin, napagod na siya. Sa dami ng pinagawa natin, na-develop mo yung thinking skills. Baka napagod lang sila sa pinagawa natin. Wala naman talagang skill na na-develop. That's why it is important that when we think of activities, again, collaboration is very important. Do not let our students too much tired of thinking what to do on activities. Mag-usap-usap ang mga guro. Kaya nga ang sabi, gawin ng maayos yung mga activity na dapat ipapagawa sa bata. And that's the role when we have lesson plans. Sana po ang lahat gumagawa talaga ng lesson plan prior to the implementation of the teaching, learning, delivery. Hindi po yung ang lesson plan ay ida-download pag mag-check na. Anyway, sasabihin ng teacher, hindi naman nakita ng master teacher ko, ng head teacher ko, ng school head ko, na ito talaga ang tinuro ng araw na ito kasi wala man siya, doon man siya sa puerto. Diba? Wala na siyang choice kung titignan ng aking lesson plan at isipin na yun talaga ang tinuro ko. Wala siyang proof na talagang itinuro ko ito o hindi ko ito tinuro kasi wala na siya noong mga panahon na ito ang lesson ko. Again, if that is the mentality of most of our colleagues in the department, huwag na kayong magtaka kung pagdating sa atin, hindi sila marunong magbasa. Because what we need is a compliance that every day we have to make school for us to be clean. But not actually to make sure that every day our students in school because they need to learn. Okay? Ano pa po sinasabi? Application tayo, do it yourself. What were your key takeaways so far? How are you at multitasking? Tandaan po mga tanong na ito. How has important to our learners? How do you ensure that your brain, how your brain is ready to take on HATS? Okay? In 3 minutes, pag-usapan po ninyo sa inyong respective groups. After 3 minutes, I will be calling representative of the group to share. Magmumultitask ka pa ba? O hindi na? Maglalaba ka pa rin ka? Magluluto ka pa ba? Habang namamaladya ka? Sige, you may start now. Dapat daw may ladder. Hindi nakukuha ang anghas ng isang hakbang lamang. Nangangailangan nito na maraming hakbang. At dapat bawat hakbang ay papunta sa taas at hindi laging pababa. That's the importance of their ladder. Any other idea that you would like to share aside from those mentioned by group number 1? Should I simply generalize that your conclusions, that your takeaways rather on multitasking is the same as group 1? Kung totoo, pumalakpak ng 10. Okay. So, I hope what you had gained this morning as a review on the definition of multitasking help us teachers on how we can further strengthen and make the teaching-learning process indeed effective to produce better learners in our own respective classrooms. Because, according to Confucius, basahin po natin lahat ng malakas.
Is lost. He who thinks but does not live in danger.
He who learns but does not think is lost. Yung kayang siyam na group, ganun din. May natutunan pero hindi sila nakapag-isip ng sagot. Sabi na lang katulad sa group ng group. Are you lost? Sagot naman daw sila. Same nga lang daw talaga. You learn and you must learn and you must also think so that you will not be lost. You have to teach our learners so that they will be able to think towards the development of how they will be able to have themselves present and not at loss. Pero, sabi pa ni Confucius, he who thinks, nag-isip ka nga, but you did not learn, is always in great danger. You may learn about multitasking, but the learnings that you have were only in the cognitive level and you did not apply it. No application means no learning. If you only learn, but you did not apply, you think, but learning is only within the cognitive level, then you are a teacher who is in great danger. I hope that multitasking, though we cannot separate it from our day-to-day activities as teachers, we cannot separate multitasking as individual persons, doing things at home, doing things in school, doing things at seminars simultaneously. May the definition and importance of multitasking at least change. Ulit, change how your brain will perform. John Briggs did not say that you have to stop multitasking. This one is a reminder that each one of us should always think the effects of multitasking. For if it gives you positive result, then so be it. But if you think it is no longer giving you better, positive results, then make a reflection and again see for yourself where you can be not only a better teacher, but a great teacher you will be for your learners. Because after all, what we are doing ay para sa mga batang makabansa, bansang makabata tungo sa isang bagong Pilipinas. Magkita-kita po ulit tayo ngayong hapon. Maraming salamat. Magandang umaga.